I didn't think I was going to record my warm-up, but we will. So I repositioned my mic for the GoPro. I made a video last night about how I started a wheelie, and I just wasn't happy with the audio. It's on YouTube, but it's private. So I'm going to try to redo it here. Hopefully the audio will be nicer. Yeah, I didn't start riding dirt bikes or any kind of street bike. My first motorcycle was a Honda or a Ninja 250. And I didn't get that till I was like 21 or 22. But I learned how to wheelie at like 13. Just saw my BMX bikes, going to my buddy's house, every single hill on the way to his house. I'd be doing manuals, learning how to manual. That's just no pedaling, and you just lean back and you use brakes to make sure you don't go too far back. I know nowadays people don't ride brakes for the reasons of like catching bar spins and doing long ass transition lines. Like enter a clip of Stevie Churchill right here, just killing it. And I try to ask, I don't know too many young kids, so I can't be asking, hey, can I borrow your bike? So I go to a skate park and it's the same story. They don't have brakes on their bikes. So I want to make a proper wheelie tutorial on how I learned how to wheelie, because it's very different from the stuff I see on YouTube. Nothing wrong with it. That'll get you, like, that's a good starting point. But I know people will say cover your brake. Nah, no, you ain't covering shit. You're using it. Every time I have my wheel up off the ground, 90% of the time I'm on the brake. Like, alright, no brakes, on the brake. And now I'm on the brake right now. And granted, because I did learn on BMX, I'm used to a handbrake. BMX, we used to have them over here. Now I got it over here. Right there. So it wasn't too big of a deal to get used to that from my BMX past. I mean, I wasn't great at BMX. I could do a couple street stuff like feebles and little Smith donks. No handrails or nothing like that, but manual transitions and trying to go from bunny up on a ledge, manual it across. I was about that life. Alright, let me get a couple clips of these guys. Hey! Do a wheelie. Alright. What's up? How's it going? Good. Do a wheelie real quick. Alright. Oh, 5-0, rolling by. We don't really have permission, but they don't fuck with us here. Well, there's a lot of the old school stunt bike guys that's been doing this for years. They use this their lot. I guess the first step is how I do it. This is gonna be just me. This is not my how-to. I'm gonna waive that. I'm gonna make that later when I get the bike I wanna get. So this is just gonna be a how do I wheelie, like step by step, how do I do it? And I'm not that great. Disclaimer, I've only had this bike for a couple months, and this is basically the only bike I've been stunting lately, so. I guess the first step would be to get the gearing correct. Gearing I'm using right now is 13 in the front and 48 in the back. And that allows me to just power wheelie this thing up. I don't have to use the clutch. I just pick a gear I want depending on what speed I'm going. So with this 500K or KTM 500, with the gearing I have, I do second gear at about 10 miles an hour, third gear at 20. I'd pull a fourth gear wheelie at about 30, and it would go up from there. Fourth gear wheelie would probably be at 50, fifth gear wheelie would be at 55, and sixth, I haven't figured out how to sit down and pull it up. I'm a weak bitch. So, oh, photo time. My gearing. So once you figure out where you want to be at, I push down on the front a little bit and give it gas and lean back. And then maybe not even a half a second. It is as soon as I pull back, I push down, give it gas, and it comes up. As soon as that front tire leaves the ground, I'm squeezing the brake. So once I get it up, I'm speeding up. Like right here, I'll do third gear, so I'll start at about 20. That's first, second, third. I'm doing 18, 19, 20. I'll just flip the gas on the brake, leaning all the way back, got my arms locked, gripping my seat with my knees. If I need to turn, I'll lean one side with my knee, lean one side with the other. But the sit-down wheelies are they're harder to steer, I think. My seat standers are a lot easier to maneuver. See if I get a one-footer. Oh man, it gets so weird. Like I set it down instantly once I take my foot off the seat.